about people with heart disease or maybe high blood pressure? Do you think, in your opinion, they should compete in triathlons or maybe take it slower? What is your thoughts, doctor?
I think that's kind of a weighted question. It's hard to tell people to stop exercising because if they stop, they're actually putting themselves at higher risk. So if you want to go do this kind of stuff, you just have to make sure you do it in the correct way.
And also listen to your body, doctors
Definitely.
always say. There is a recent study from the Minneapolis Heart Institute Foundation that looked at deaths related to triathlons in the past 30 years. And here are some of the findings, doctor, and I want to share them with our viewers. Quite interesting. You and I were looking at it before the show started, but they had 135 deaths, average of 5 deaths per year. Doesn't seem like a lot, but 1 is already too much, right?
Right. I mean, ideally, we're trying to avoid these kind of situations when you're doing something for fun, you know.
Exactly. Death rate twice as high as marathons. Most deaths occurred in swim section.
Yes.
That was interesting. Why is that?
There are a couple thoughts behind that. So I think the main thing that I read when you read the comments to the paper is somebody had written in afterwards and said that maybe, you know, it may not be the swimming part itself, but when you're swimming, you don't necessarily have access to help right away. And then there may be an element of like panic to this too. So a lot of people, when they're training for the swim section of the race, they're not necessarily training in open water. And if you've ever seen a triathlon, the way that they start, it's better now. It's better than it was, you know, 10 years ago. But it used to be that everybody would run out all at the same time.
They look like ants going in the water.
And it's crazy, and everything's going on, and it's really hard to follow. And if you have never swam in that kind of condition, it's easy to induce panic there. So there have been some studies where they interview the athletes afterwards, and a lot of times their thoughts was that it's scary. It's scary.
Because you could be running and be tired, but you can stop.
You can stop.
But when you're swimming out in the ocean, well, you can't stop. You can't hold on to anything. So
no, definitely.
you got to be prepared for something like that.